when I gained 25 pounds on my 7-day cruise, which was just a little over 4 days ago, I knew I was going to have to take drastic measures. And to my surprise, as you just saw, I am back. Still going down. I was 199.3, now I'm 186.2. It's about 13.1 pounds. We are on day number 3 of my fast. Well, it'll be exactly 72 hours, 6 p.m. tonight. So it's about 7 a.m. right now. So it's been about 61 hours. So we've got 11 more hours and I'll be at 72 hours to get this 25 pounds off. So I'm down 13.1 pounds. I'm already a little bit over halfway there already. So things are moving down nicely. So we're just going to continue, going to listen to my body, see if I really need to eat or not. So far, I feel pretty good. I don't feel like I'm starving or famished or anything like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the gym. And once we're done with the gym, we'll come back home and kind of just assess and just see if I need to eat or not. And if I don't, I'm going to keep pushing this fast. Just got back from the gym and I kind of noticed, let's see, we are getting close to the 72-hour mark that I haven't had any food. The last time I ate was at 6 p.m. on my cruise, which was a Saturday. And we came back Sunday, I ate nothing. Monday, I ate nothing. Today is Tuesday and it's getting close to 6 p.m. and I still have had nothing. Now, so how am I feeling right now? So far, I'm still feeling good. I don't feel like I'm starving myself. I'm drinking a lot of water. Actually, I'm going to answer a question that somebody had in the comments. They're doing a prolonged fast as well. And they wanted to know, what do I drink? So I drink water and I'll drink some type of carbonated drink. Sometimes I'll have like the sparkling water that's carbonated, and sometimes I just have a Coke Zero. So I'll drink that too because there's no calories, no sugar. This sometimes will kind of help you with the hunger. But another thing that'll really help with the hunger as well is to get some type of an electrolyte. And the one I've drank before and that I used to do all the time is I would get LMNT. That right there has a lot of sodium in it, and you will notice that you will start to feel more full when you're doing a prolonged fast. So that's basically what I drink. I haven't had any electrolytes, and I want you to be careful with that because when you're drinking a lot of water, you're going to be flushing out a lot of electrolytes, and you will start to feel weak and tired. Okay, that will happen. So I'm probably going to have to get some electrolytes in pretty soon here. So hopefully that answers that question on what do I drink when I do a prolonged fast. So I might just go a full 5 days. All right, a full 5 days would probably be on Thursday because I haven't had. It's kind of funny. I haven't had anything to eat since I've got it back into America in Florida. I haven't had a thing. So how was my gym performance today? So the only thing I noticed I really struggled with this morning is the hack squats. Hack squats are absolutely brutal. I still was able to do the same weight and the same amount of reps, but it was definitely a struggle. So my workout today is I did seated leg curl, I did the hack squats, and then I did pec deck for the chest, and then I did some rows for the back. I did overhead triceps, and then I did seated calves. I think that was all that I did today. And everything was fine except for the hack squats. They're brutal by itself, whether you're eating normal or you're fasting. But when you're fasting, it's even harder. So that's kind of where everything is at. So it's getting close to 6 p.m. So when it hits, around 6 p.m., I'm going to weigh myself again. I don't usually weigh myself toward the end of the day. I like to do it in the morning when I'm totally empty. But I want to kind of gauge and just see if the scale is continuing to go down even later in the day. So stay tuned for that. I'll be jumping on the scale, showing you what I weigh toward the end of the day. And then what you're going to see next is me stepping on the scale Wednesday morning, which, by the way, if you're watching this video right now, it'll be somewhere around Wednesday evening. So keep watching. I'm going to
show you what I weigh around 6 p.m. Tonight, which is going to be a full 72 hours. And then after that, we'll go to sleep. We'll wake up Wednesday morning and I'll weigh myself again. And I'm going to put this all in this video. So make sure to watch it all the way to the end to see what I'm actually going to weigh on my 4th day of this prolonged fast. I honestly didn't think I was going to go this long on a fast, but I really want to see like how much I can lose in about 5 days. And who knows, maybe I'll even do 7. It's been a while since I've done a 7-day fast. I used to do 2 5-day fasts a year. I've already done one. I did one in January and I lost 15 pounds in 5 days doing a 5-day fast. And I usually do one in the middle of the year around June, but June was just chaotic. I wasn't able to do it. So actually, I might just go the full 5 days. It's perfect timing. There's really nothing going on this week for me. Kids are going back to school next week. And then from there, you may be thinking like, okay, well, what's the next thing that I'm going to be doing? Well, once I get back to where I want to be, 175, like my diet is obviously it's going to be clean. However, if I want to go out on the weekends, if I want to treat myself and have whatever I want, I'm going to do that. I'm just not going to do it for a full 7 days like I did on the cruise. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. But it makes no sense to eat clean 365 days of the year when you've already met your goal. If your goal is 175, like mine's 175, we're gonna get back to that like I was, last Sunday before our cruise. I'm just gonna maintain that and I'm just gonna eat sensibly, all right? As opposed to what I did on the cruise for 7 days. That was just total gluttony in my opinion, all right? So stay tuned. Tonight, I'm gonna jump on the scale and we'll see what we'll weigh. It's toward the end of the day, so I'm kind of curious to see if I've lost any more weight. I think this morning I was 186.2, so let's jump on the scale real quick before we end today, and let's see if we've dropped some more. Looks like I dropped a little bit more weight today. All right, so I've lost about 1.5 pounds, somewhere around there. So we're actually continuing to drop weight all throughout the day. I'll be really curious to see what I'll weigh tomorrow, Wednesday morning. Usually I'll lose, I don't know, it could be anywhere between 2, 3, 4 more pounds. I might actually be getting pretty close to the low 180s, so that'll be good. So stay tuned for tomorrow morning and we'll see what I weigh. Looks like we are in ketosis. It's 6 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, and as you just saw, I wanted to see if I was in ketosis, so I went ahead and peed on one of those strips, and it looks like I'm definitely in ketosis. I'm not at the darkest color that I've been when doing a prolonged fast, but I'm definitely getting to that darker level. Not really concerned about ketosis. I'm still losing weight. Which actually reminds me, let's step on the scale and let's see if I've lost more weight. Looks like I lost another 2 pounds just overnight. So in less than 4 days from my cruise, I've already lost about 16.8 pounds, so almost 17 pounds in under 4 days. It won't be a solid 4 days until 6 p.m. tonight. So we're gonna continue to push this fast. I might break it tomorrow at around 6 p.m. That'll be 5 days. And then we'll just kind of see where I'm at. If I wanna push it even further, we'll go a full 7 days. But so far down 17 pounds since my cruise. That means I've only got about 8 pounds left to lose to get right back to where I was at 175 before my cruise. So I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed, hit the gym, and let's start our day. Being that it's been 4 days since I've eaten, the workouts are becoming very, very challenging, but we're pushing through. Just finished the workout, and I actually, believe it or not, feel pretty good. I was pretty shocked that after not eating for almost 4 days, I was able to do the same amount of weight. I think the only struggle I usually have was my hack squats, which I did yesterday. That I noticed was a struggle,
But I was surprised, even doing the Bulgarian split squats, those are really challenging. I was doing 50-pound dumbbells in each hand and was still able to do it. So I'm still feeling good. I don't know how much longer the energy is going to last. I know because I'm in ketosis, that's another fuel source that's going to give you energy. And, you know, that's one of the things that my clients used to be concerned about, is when they got kicked out of ketosis. And the way you get kicked out of ketosis, if you're doing the keto diet, which, by the way, I am a keto coach, and I've, coached hundreds of men and women from all over the world to lose at least 16 pounds, not 16 pounds, at least 40 pounds in 16 weeks. That's what I meant to say. Using my Keto Shed 40 coaching program. If you want more info on that, I'll go ahead and drop a link in the description of this video. When you click it, it'll take you to another video, kind of explain a little bit about what I do and how I could potentially help you. But anyway, ketosis means nothing. It's just a fuel source. If you get kicked out of ketosis, that does not mean that you're going to stop losing weight. All right. The reason why people stop losing weight is they're over consuming on calories. They're eating a bunch of processed garbage, and those kind of things. That's really what's going to make you stop losing weight. So don't worry if you get kicked out of ketosis. If you're someone who's doing the keto diet or carnivore, you're still going to lose weight. And there's so many things that'll kick you out of ketosis. Certain whey protein shakes will kick you out of ketosis. Obviously, eating sugars and carbohydrates will kick you out of ketosis. You got to eat strictly meat and fat. It's pretty much all you can have, and you'll stay in ketosis. But the fastest way to get into ketosis, obviously, is doing fasting like I'm doing. I'm not at the darkest color that I could be, but I'm pretty close. So where I'm headed now, I'm heading to my parents' house because their lawn hasn't been mowed in about 2 weeks. Takes me about 45 minutes to get there, so I'm in the car now. So I'm going to be getting even more exercise on top of my workout. So this is taking a lot of energy. And then my daughter's birthday is Friday, so I got to get back home. We got to decorate for that. So it's just go, go, go. And I can't believe, I think by tomorrow, I'm going to be back in the 170s. In fact, I want to ask you a question. Do you know anyone on the internet that has gained 25 pounds in a week, but took off those 25 pounds the very next week? I would love to know. If I'm able to accomplish that, I think that would be a record.
Whoa, I cannot believe I am down almost 21 pounds in as little as 4 days since my 7-day cruise.
When I gained 25 pounds on my 7-day cruise, which was just a little over 4 days ago, I knew I was going to have to take drastic measures. And to my surprise, as you just saw, I am back in the 170s. When I got off that ship on Sunday, I was 199.3, and now I'm 178.4. That's nearly 21 pounds in just over 4 days. I mean, I've never heard of anyone doing that, gaining 25 pounds in 7 days, but then losing almost 25 of those pounds in under a week. I mean, by tomorrow, I should be at an exactly 25 pounds lighter than I was when I got off that ship on Sunday. So, I mean, the only way I was really able to do it is I had to do fasting. I have been fasting since Saturday night at 6 p.m. I haven't had any food since I stepped off that ship. And I've been averaging about 5 pounds a day, which is absolutely insane. I wanted to create this video just to show you what is possible. So if you go on vacation, you do some type of binge weekend or like I said, a vacation binge or whatever, that weight can come right off the very next week, but you gotta be aggressive with it, all right? I know this video is kind of long. I didn't post the last couple days because I wanted to just kind of compile the last few days and put it all together so you can watch from start to finish on how I was able to lose. I thought I was gonna lose maybe 15 pounds by now, but 21 pounds, I'm in shock. All right, so if this is something you're nervous about,
vacations, weekend binge, those kind of things. Don't worry. If you just get aggressive to it or get aggressive with it and you stick to your goals and you want to get back to the shape that you were in before you did some type of binge, you can take it all off. You just got to be focused and aggressive. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video right now because I know it has been a long video. And I'm actually thinking about, should I break the fast or should I continue to hit that even 25? I probably will hit that even 25 tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. So if you like the video, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and always hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time, I'll see you then.